Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I have a little bit of a road trip to go on. Figured I'd take you guys with here. I want to go over the future of Ram and what my thoughts are with Stellantis and how they're handling the Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram situation here. So we're gonna hop in the truck here, get our thoughts, and give you some information. Got some Sway in the morning on here. So if you remember correctly, I took my truck in for an oil change here about a week ago, a little over a week ago here, and got that changed, tires rotated, went on a little road trip, and went to a work event. So anyway, I had a good conversation with the dealer here, sat down with a salesperson for about an hour, priced out this Ram truck, what it would be in today's dollars with the 2025 version. He said they are expecting the 2025 Rams to be on the lot in August. So that's when they expect to see the new Ram trucks. And that is the standard output V6 or straight 6. So they don't expect to see any high output straight 6s until after that. So they have a Laramie coming in August to try out, and that is probably what I will try, although I want to, if I do decide to purchase a 25 or 26 truck, I want to go and get the high output version with 540 horsepower. That's a much faster truck. So with that being said, my truck was priced around $82,000. That's a boatload of money for a standard output engine with 420 horsepower. My engine with the mods that I have is producing more right now than that engine is. So I'm curious to see what the truck is going to be like, what the interior is going to be like, if it's going to be the same as this Laramie interior, or if it's going to be a little bit nicer, a step up. And I really am truly curious to see when the limited and higher trims show up on the lot, because I want to try that high output engine. And I figured if somebody is going to spend $82,000 on a truck, they have the money to spend $90,000 on a limited or a limited Longhorn version of the truck. So with that being said, you guys have all seen the window sticker on this truck here, and if you haven't, I made a previous video about it. This truck loaded with every option: adaptive cruise control, off-road package, the Hemi e-torque, locking rear differential, park assist, lane keeping assist, blind spot assist, panoramic moonroof here, and the 360-degree camera. This truck stickered for about $65,000, and that was about as loaded as you can get a Laramie here in the model year 2019. And limiteds, of course, were about 70 to 75, and that just gave you a little bit of a nicer interior. And sometimes limiteds didn't even give you what this Laramie has for options. So all in all, I bought this truck used. That's probably what is going to happen with any other truck I buy. I can't afford a new truck. Even Bighorns now are retailing for upwards of 70 plus. So I want to find a truck that has my options on it used. So that's why I'm curious to try out the 2025s and see maybe if that isn't the best choice for me on the used market. Give it a year for those to depreciate. You know, would I be better off getting a TRX or something like that that's already depreciated to about $70,000 with lower miles on it? So again, I'm really curious to see what that Ram truck is going to be like, you know, why it is priced as much as it is. And, you know, I just feel like Stellantis, well, let's just start here. I want to make sure that if, even on the used market, if I'm going to pay $15,000 to $20,000 more than what I paid for this truck here on the used market, is it worth that much money? If you're going to do that, does it make sense to jump up to a limited or a tungsten? You know, If there's not much difference between this truck and that truck except on the exterior, then I may as well jump up to a higher trim. That just makes the most sense. Now, the other way to think about it here, so we've all seen the videos online about the average days on the lot for Stellantis products, and Stellantis reigns supreme at leaving their products on the lot the longest. I mean, that is a given. And a lot of it has to do with the pricing of these vehicles now. Back in 2019, back in 2017, you know, trucks have, of course, gone up in price, reasonably so. But, you know, you can't jump up the price of your truck so much to now your base price Laramie, for example, is the price of a loaded Laramie in 2019. You know, that just really isn't fair to the consumer. So Stellantis must be going by the model of, that is a beautiful house, selling less but charging more, and thus making more profit. But you are biting the hand that feeds you if you are Stellantis, because now you're losing a little bit of that market share. You are losing your customer base who is very loyal to you. I know certainly I am. And my family is, for the most part. And now you're losing that customer base if you are Stellantis as a whole. But if that is your goal as a company, then that's your goal. Nothing we can do as a consumer will change that, except 5-10 years down the road when their sales are massively declining. So, and I hate making these videos because I hate ripping on Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Christ, even Fiat and Alfa. I hate ripping on those companies, and I don't feel like I'm doing that because, listen, I have the means, I have the ways. I'm always going to have a Ram or a Dodge or Chrysler product, whatever it is. I love the history of the brand. I love the vehicles themselves. I love the V8 Hemis. I love that stuff about these vehicles, and that's why I drive these vehicles. But I just don't understand when FCA owned Chrysler, Fiat Chrysler Automotive Group, they were doing such great things with their vehicles. You know, there was a little bit of Italian flair with them, a little bit of styling differences, and the vehicles were honestly great vehicles. You know, they were reasonably priced, they were well equipped, nothing was too special in them, nothing was poor in them. But now, since Stellantis bought FCA or acquired FCA, now you're seeing a lot of increase in materials, which is totally fine with me, but with that comes an increase in price. And might I add, it's a steep increase in price. I just priced out a Dodge Hornet RT Plus today. I got it all the way up for a compact crossover. I got it all the way up to $54,000 and change. Mind you, when the Hellcat Charger and Challenger came out, they were retailing for about $60,000 to $70,000. That's craziness. And now you're buying a performance, I say that with quotation marks, a performance SUV or CUV. It's a compact utility vehicle. So if you're spending that much, why not just get an Alfa Romeo Tonale? You know, I don't know. I feel like, I really truly feel, and after my discussion with the dealer, I really feel like Stellantis is maybe trying to push Chrysler and Dodge out of their lineup, focus on Jeep, focus on Ram, and focus on Alfa, Fiat, Maserati, all their other brands within their auto group. And it's quite frustrating as somebody who loves the product. So at the end of the day, we're left wondering, you know, should we go out and buy a Dodge right now? Should you go out and buy a Chrysler minivan? Should you go out and buy a Dodge Charger, Challenger, Durango, Hornet? You know, are you going to be left in 5 years without a brand to choose from when you ultimately want to go and re-up your lease or choose a different product? Should you be worried about that? That's all stuff that comes to mind for me, and I'm just waiting for it to play out and see what happens. Now, I feel like, and this is rumors, but I feel like Dodge is relatively safe. We've seen the renderings of the Wagoneer S come out, and that is supposed to be the Stella Large platform. The Durango is supposed to sit on that platform. Whether it happens or not, I guess we will see. But I'm really curious to see when that will be. Of course, Dodge re-upped the Durango for 2024, but it's not on their website yet. It's still the 2023 Durango, so they may just be producing 2023s and maybe trying to sell those at a discount. But I feel like Dodge is relatively safe for the next 5 years, 10 years down the road. I'm not sure. We just have to wait. And of course, I will be making a video here when Dodge has their big special release on March 5th, which is coming up, as it's the 1st of March today. So we'll see what happens with that. I assume Charger release and what engines they're going to put in it. I'm very, that's going to happen next Tuesday. So I'm very, very curious to see what goes on with that and how they're going to justify this new two-door Charger with all the hybrid options or gas options or battery options that comes along. And I'm really curious to see about price. So Stellantis, I'm not sure what you're doing, and I quite frankly, we won't know. We're not going to know what Stellantis has in plan for Dodge or Chrysler here for a while, and it's a shame because I love their products. I truly love this Ram truck. If I wasn't such a car enthusiast, I would probably keep this truck for another 5, 6, 7 years. And who knows, I might. I love it. It's got all the features I want. I love Ram. I love the service I get from the dealer. I love, it's a small town dealer. I love it. I truly love this truck. So, and I love my Charger and Challenger. Hell, I even love that Journey RT when we had it. I love the Durango RT Tow and Go too. They're just fantastic, engaging vehicles that are made for the American people. And now I feel like they're losing that touch with Stellantis getting involved. And we'll see what happens with Dodge and Chrysler for that matter. So with that being said, I want to hear your thoughts below. And if you want more of these videos, like and subscribe, please. That would be fantastic. That helps me out and helps the channel grow. And that's what we're all about here. If you love Mopar content, like and subscribe.